Hey, hello, hi everyone. We are very sorry, like we are just starting it late. We'll start in next 5 to 10 minutes more. We just got stuck into a technical glitch. Again, sorry for that, and thank you very much, you guys waited. Uh, yeah, I can see a lot of comments. Vinod, Chiru, Ritesh, Siddharth. Um, Thanks everyone. We'll just start in next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. 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 Hello guys. I can see a lot of comments, lot of excitement here. Uh, okay. Too much fanfare for the Shiva sir. Okay, guys. So just give me, tell me in a comment section, how's the market going today? Are you guys trading? Have you seen the market? Are you tracking? Uh, okay. Sideways, boring. Okay. Okay. Very slow, flatty, range bound. Okay. ठीक है. So tell us about last Thursday. If you can just tell about the last Thursday. How was your last Thursday? Uh, Premium meeting. Okay, sideways. I can see tortoise move. Nice question. Okay. So we can. Okay, there's a different views, different opinions about the market. Uh, just a minute. Okay, speaking in Hindi. So, guys, we will be keeping this both into Hindi and English because, like, there are people from the south side of the India. They are also going to participate in this webinar. So, we'll keep it English, both Hindi and English webinar. Okay, sir, aap kaun ho? Okay, so I am Naman Sharma. I am product manager at Dhan. I look after trading products. And today I'm going to be the host. I'll be me and Shivasa is going to take you through this webinar. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So I think Shiva sir has joined us. So let me just give him the host panel. Just give me a minute, guys.
Hey team, I hope you're able to hear me. Good morning.
Yeah, hi Shiva. Can you on your computer,
Okay,
camera?
so let me just check my video whether you guys are able to see me now.
Not exactly.
One sec. I think I've started my camera.
Okay.
Okay, there seems to be some issue with my camera setup, I believe. I think I've started my camera. Just check. Just give me a
No, Shiva, we can't see you, and
one sec.
even the chat also saying ki, the
Okay,
camera is.
so but you're able to hear me loud and clear, correct?
Yeah, we can able to hear you loud and clear. We can
Okay.
just do one more try. If you can just rejoin back and see if camera is working.
Okay, great. One sec. Let me just try it one more time.
Yeah. So Shiva sir is here, and we'll just start in few more minutes. Okay. Just guys, thanks for your patience. Thanks for being with us for now. We'll just start in next 2 minutes.
Okay, so Naman, are you able to hear me now?
Yeah, Shiva, I can hear you. But okay, let's start this way only. Not
Okay,
an issue.
yeah,
So,
looks like there seems to be some problem with the video.
but no problem. That's fine. Your voice has more wisdom. Like before starting, I know everyone is having some issues with their network. So let's start in few more minutes.
I think the video got stuck. Guys, are you able to hear me? This is Shiva here. Okay, looks like I think we lost Naman. There seems to be some problem on Naman's end.
Uh, is it okay?
Yeah, now it's
Fine, I'm
much
back.
better.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Sorry. So I was just introducing Shiva sir. It's not needed to introduce him. We all know about Shiva sir. But just a formal introduction here. Shiva Kumar Jayachandran. He's an ace scalper and one of the rare traders who has generated consistent returns by buying in options. And we very few of us know that he has also started his own startup in the healthcare industry and led it successfully to grow into a profitable company with 800 plus employees. And following his entrepreneurial spirit and testing the waters of trading during the initial stages of his career, he entered markets now as a full-time basis. Okay. So Shiva sir, like before, like you just take us through the scalping journey, I just wanted to understand, like you have figured it out ki, this is your trading style. Options buying only you're not going to do. Uh, Scalping is the thing that gives you the maximum amount of returns. So how's this journey or this process has, like what did you follow to identify that this is your trading style or this is where uh, your strength lies? Can you like just enlighten us with that?
Okay, so good morning, everyone, and good morning to you, Naman, as well, and all done users who have joined here today. Okay, thanks for the introduction. And before we get in, yes, it has taken several years actually to identify whether like in what kind of trading will suit me. In fact, if you ask me during my early part of my career between 2007 to 2015, or I would have done everything. You name it, I would have traded in equity, stocks, derivatives, the FNO, the currency market, the crude, like completely into different aspect of the game. So then I realized earning in one place and then losing it in another area. So say for example, in the morning I used to earn money in the futures and the stock segment. In the afternoon, I might lose it in the options, or in the late evening, might lose it in the crude. Then this cannot be continued, right? We are not born with like an money all along wherein we can continue to lose money in the markets. But gradually, what I understood is, yes, market is something which always fascinated me over a period of time. When I see other big traders who made money, I used to like and see like and if these guys are able to make money and then they stay consistently profitable, why we are not able to do it? That is
Okay.
something which kept on bothering me inside. And then later on, I realized there are certain what to say processes which these guys follow. The most important thing is the discipline and then the risk management. And if you don't do that, no matter what you do, you will never be able to be successful in the market. What I was
Okay.
doing earlier, it's purely gambling. When you treat
Okay.
other businesses like a proper business, when you wanted to make profit and a loss, everything happens in the business. Similarly,
Okay.
you have to treat the trading also in a similar manner. If you don't do that, that's when the problem arises, and then you get to blow up the accounts and so on.
Okay.
And I always had an like what to say. Whenever I buy a position, not only me, 90% of the trading crowd will have this. So when you buy something, when it goes into the losses, you will continue to hold the position. But when it goes into the profit, we immediately wanted to, because when you see the M2M in green, we immediately have the urge to book the profit. That's when I realized I don't have the patience to hold my position. Then you needed to book your profits early. Then you needed to book your losses also early. So initially, I didn't know that is called as scalping. Once I started doing it over a period of time, then I and went into the Google to see like in what kind of trading style is it really good. And I found out that there are good traders who have been doing it in the past, who have been doing it successfully as well over like in abroad and other places. Then I understood, Shiva, you're not like a god or something. You needed to stick to what suits you and then stick to like scalping itself. But it took me several years. I won't say that it is like an overnight I became successful. Between 2007 to 2015, I had a rough journey. Only
Yeah.
from 2016, the journey has been little like an slow and steady. And last 2 3 years has been very good. But considering the other commitments, I've started cutting down my trading activities in the last 1 year or so. But uh, but like and I've been showing some how I do scalp and what are the things which we needed to look at before doing a scalp and so on. I hope today's participants will also have uh, nice learning from them,
Sure.
from the session. But in the meantime, what I can do is, I think this particular system has an issue. What I will do is I'll try to connect in another system as well. You can put it that system as a backup as a panelist, so that
Sure.
some people wanted to see my face and other thing. Yeah, it's been a long time since I showed up my face anywhere except the offline events,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they can see me. You will be able to see SJ1 as another ID.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you can, one sec, so that
SJ1.
yeah, SJ1, one sec. I'm just joining in that one.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Done. Oh,
Uh,
looks like the meeting limit has reached, so I couldn't join on that one. Okay, no problem. I believe
okay.
500 participants have already joined, so that's the reason I think it's not been able to accept it. Okay, no worries, guys. Before we sign off, definitely I'll show up my face so that we all will be able to see me before we do that. Okay. Uh, So
Also
Naman, I
complete.
don't want to take much of the time. Time is already 11:30. So I think a few of the users have already taken some time to wait for the sessions to start and so on. I know, like,
Sure.
and you asked some questions about how the markets have been treating and so on. The market definitely, like, and not reading well for a few of the folks, but definitely, if you have been playing on only on certain days, the market has really rewarded you big. So you were asking one question on last Thursday, right? How was the journey and other things?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were doing a live trading in one of the sessions, an offline event. And I should say it is one of the most roller coaster day in the last 2 years, which I think couple of days were roller coaster, June 23rd, and the second one tops this one is another roller coaster day. But glad to be there on the right side of the wicket. So, like, and we made money and then lost, and then like and lost big and then recovered it. We literally made a good one towards a late end. So everything
Yeah.
worked out perfectly. So before we do that, can you just enable my screen sharing option so that I can share my
Yeah.
screen
I
so
think
that
it's already enabled. You can share your screen.
no, it says host disable participant screen
So
sharing.
now it will be.
Okay, great.
Like I have made you the host.
Got it. Now I think I should be able to do it. Okay, guys, I think now you should be able to see my screen. So there are a few things I think, considering this session is going to be a short and a sweet one. I don't want to take much of time explaining what are the things. Rahul, one thing, sorry, Naman, one thing which I will do is after the session, I'll share this PPT. You can send it across to all the participants who have attended so that it will be easy for them to go through that. And
Definitely.
before we move on into that, I'll just mention it. I'm an NSM certified professional for equity derivatives, but I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. So any information or anything which you're going to be learning, please do take proper care. Options market provides large rewards and at the same time large risk. Please do not blindly take trades. Please do consult your financial advisor before taking any trading decision. Okay, so without going in deep, we will get into what is scalping first of all. So scalping is a new terminology which many would not have known. Many would be asking about, Shiva, I know about positional play, I know about swing trading, I know about an intraday play, a delivery, or like an investing, all these things. What is scalping? Scalping is pure, simple strategy which we adopted in the out trading, especially in the options and the future segment. So what we normally do, we try and buy something or sell something and then quickly exit our positions in the next 5, 10, maximum of 30 minutes. So any positions which you are buying it or selling it and then doing multiple times during the day, it is called a scalping. So whenever you do a scalping, you normally tend to do it on a smaller time frame. Why smaller time frame? That is when you will be able to catch hold of some moves which is going to be happening in the next 3 minutes or 5 minutes. If you're looking at an hourly candle or 15-minute candle, by the time the candle get formed, it will be more than 15 minutes. So you wouldn't be able to identify the trend and then play it. That's the reason for scalping. Always try to use a smaller time frame. Either a 3-minute or a 5-minute time frame should be much better. If I use 5-minute time frame, that will be like a little for the newbies. But if I'm a experienced player, I will definitely try to use 3 minutes. There are players who ask me, Shiva, whether 1 minute or 2 minute can we use? Yes, but that would be way too fast, and the data may not have given like in the right direction for you to take a trade. In 3 minutes, I have had tremendous success. That's the reason I recommend 3 and 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what about scalping. So what is a scalping and how the normal trading differentiates? If you're a scalper, what do you tend to do? You will try to buy 17,500 CE at 110 and then try to book your profits at 120 or 130. For me, when I do scalping, anything above my buy price or anything above my BEP, that is the break even price, I will be happy. So the first and primary target for a scalper should be try to look for smaller points rather than looking for a larger points. And especially in this kind of an environment, you will never be able to I think most of the strikes, if you'd have seen even in the money strikes today, everything would have been trading only 30 or 40 points. From morning, the market has been very range bound, right? When I say range bound, I'll just show you the chart. So this is your chart for the day. So look at this. The market opened somewhere around, okay. So the market opened somewhere around 43,780 odd levels. And the lower end, it is around 43,700. And now it is at 43,785, the same morning highs. Can you believe Bank Nifty, one of the strongest index, and which has a weightage of more than 30-40%. And in spite of all this, it is still not moving beyond 70-80%. And that too on a Fin Nifty expiry, considering it's a Fin Nifty expiry. Can you see what's been happening in the last 2 days? Absolutely no volume. This is kind of like what I call it as a dead market. When I say a dead market, this market, you will never be able to make money if provided if you're just holding it, it is purely for the theta players. When I say theta players, that like in say for example, someone who sells in the morning, they know this market is not going to move anywhere. Sell it at 300. By end of the day, you will get it at 200. But what has been off late happening? If you'd have followed the strategy in 2016-17, you would have made tons and tons of money. But if you're applying the same strategy now, intraday volatility is there. There are one or two candles which is giving you a large spike, and you're not able to make money in those spikes because your stop loss will get triggered and you will never be able to make money. And the most important thing, when it is a low volume environment, you will never be able to take a confident trade. Why? Because there is not a large player who has come in the system, who has put in his money to take this market higher or lower. In those scenarios, what they normally tend to do, they normally tend to play near to the VWAP territory. If you look at this is the VWAP territory, and they're just playing near to this. Why VWAP territory? VWAP is nothing but the volume weighted average price. So a buyer and a seller on the futures market, they wanted to keep it closer, because if you are a big player, you will try to keep it closer to that level so that your, say for example, your losing is not going to be much. Imagine today, if you are a seller, you know what is the amount of money you're going to be losing between this VWAP and where the candle is trading. Whatever the gap which you see, that is what the big player is going to be losing it on the futures front. Options might be a different game altogether. But if you're a futures player, someone who can buy and sell, this is the large player who would be losing it. So whatever the money that is being lost by the seller will be the money that is being made by the buyer. So currently, who's having an edge? It is the buyers who are having an edge. But if they are not putting in sufficient funds, please do not try to take a large positions in this kind of a market. So this is how the scalpers will try to do it. Now, what is the difference between a scalper and a normal trader? Scalper does 3 or 4 trades in a day. Normal trader does only 1 or 2 trades. He will buy it at 100. He will look to capture 180 or 200. That means he's looking for a trend day. Scalper doesn't look for a trend day. He will say, Shiva, just give me 10, 20 points. And then once it comes to another support level, I will try to take a trade. Another again comes to a resistance level, again, I will try to take a trade. So first he will look for the breakout trade, then he will look for the support trade, then he will look for the rejection trades. That is how the scalpers will be doing compared to a normal trader. So as a scalper, what are the things and how a scalper should trade? First and foremost, you needed to know what is your perfect entry, and then the stop loss, trailing stop loss, and then the exit points. So to me, if I'm a scalper, if I'm trying to enter into a trade, imagine I'm just trying to enter into a trade at the VWAP level. What you can do is, I'll just show you a long trade. So here, if I'm trying to take a trade here, you can keep a target. If you're keeping a target of 50 points or 40 points or 30 points, similar kind of a stop loss needed to be placed. Okay, so this will be your risk reward. So if I'm taking a trade here, this will be my target. This will be my stop loss. Now, I'll just show you a quick, I think with one click, we have already enabled it with the done. So this particular platform is where you will be able to use it very confidently, because trading platform is something which is going to be very vital when you're taking a trade. That's the reason we built this one-click platform and integrated with various brokers. And one is one of the Done is one of the pioneer brokers whom we have integrated it. Now, imagine if it is a highly volatile market, I will go for low quantity. If it is like in a very low volume, low volatile market, what I normally tend to do is I'll quickly go for a quick scalp and then exit. Say for example, now let's look at to take some trades. I've enabled the one click. So what I can do is I can click the up arrow. So automatically things will start to buy. Now, if you see it, I've set a target and also I've set a stop loss. Both has been defined. System automatically gives me that. So once I entered the initial trade, it automatically calculates my stop loss. It automatically calculates my target. Now, the average at which we bought is around 325.06. So if you look at it, how many seconds it took for us to buy the trade? Absolutely nothing, right? 11:40:04 to 11:40:07. So only 3 seconds. Okay. Then if you are already in profit, if you wanted to protect your profits, what I'm trying to do is we also given an option wherein we will be able to trail our profits. Now, this trade, we are not going to lose it. Already we have kept the target. We already placed the trailing stop loss. Everything is working out. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just trying to keep it closer and closer. and I believe it got triggered. The trailing stop loss got triggered. So it came to 3,500 and then we close. Now, imagine how many seconds we were there in the trade. 11:40 we entered, and then just because the market was moving in our direction, within a minute, we were able to get out. With the small capital, many people ask me, Shiva, like with a small capital, will I ever be able to make 1% intraday? My target has always been 1%. So what is the target which we have achieved now with a small capital? So people ask me, Shiva, like don't trade with the large capital. Show us with the small capital whether we will be able to do it. How many seconds we were there in the trade? All you need is just 1 or 2 good trades. Get into the trade, exit it. Get into the trade, exit it. This is how the scalping needed to be done. How many of you found this is too fast for you? Guys, scalping is always, you needed to be having a control where you would love to enter, how you needed to enter. I will just give you a few examples how and what are the things which you needed to be watching. Now, I'm just going to be watching for this particular level where you are seeing the VWAP and the super trend. If both are coming here, the candle is coming here, and most importantly, if the RSI is going to be staying around that 50-yard mark, I'll try to take a support trade here. Okay, so we will just see that as well in case. Now, something which we bought it at 325, we squared off at 329. Now it is back at 321. Can you see it? So if you're an intraday player, we would not have booked the profit because we would have continued to hold our positions based on the stop loss. Since I'm a scalper, every small move, I'm going to be scalping and then making money. So now imagine I'm just buying 100 quantities. What I will do is, if it is going to be like in a large move, I will try to like and go chase it. If it is a pyramiding I needed to do, I will buy 2 lots here, 4 lots here, and then 8 lots here. I'll keep what is my average, and then based on the average, keep 1:1 risk reward. Though I keep 1:1 risk reward, for some reason, if the market is saying, Shiva, like the market has a potential to scale up higher, why I'm expecting this market to go higher? Purely because look at this data, this has been bullish. The trending OI has been bullish in the morning. Next, if you look at the futures data, it has been a continuous long build up or a short covering from the morning. This is from the OI pulse, which we decode the data. Next, if you look at overall, even on the 43,500 or 43,700, you can clearly see they have been unwinding their positions, or they have been like not adding much positions. On the other hand, they have been continuously building up the short positions here. So this is what is forcing me to take some positions on the call side. Even the trending OI, what does the trending OI data suggest? This is like in a widely used indicator, which I normally use it. On the call side, the OI data is very less compared to the put side. Most importantly, this is for in the money and at the money, considering few OTM strikes as well. We normally look at 7 strikes above and below from at the money. When you look at this data, the overall OI on the call side is around 1 crore. Overall OI on the put side is around 1.62. So which is clearly suggesting it has been a bullish market. And even if you are seeing in the graphical view, you can clearly see the OI is slowly inching up higher on the put side. So with that, what I'm going to be doing, I'll just try to take few more positions because I'm slowly starting to get bullish purely based on this particular data. Whenever you see this data, okay, if the gap is widening between the call and the put, then that is where I want it to be bullish. So this is your trending OI sentiment meter. If the sentiment meter stays in the green, that means it is positive. If the sentiment meter goes below the negative mark, then it is negative. So at this juncture, we bought it somewhere around 323 odd levels, right? It is still hovering around that level. Earlier, our profit was around 3,000. Though we have achieved our target for the account, 1% is what my target. Since I wanted to show you guys, we will see how the trade goes, and then we will decide that. Now, remember, when I entered into a trade, automatically my trailing stop loss and then the target has been set. Whichever comes first, I can get it hit. Or if I feel, Shiva, like that is one way, let's not even lose beyond 500 rupees. Let's close this account in green. What I will do is I'll just click 500 here and then set my M2M target. If in case, if this one comes first, it'll get hit. If this one comes first, it'll get hit. Or if this one comes first, it'll get hit. That is the power of one click, wherein whichever comes first, it'll automatically trigger it and then close your positions. Now, we are getting it from 323 to 328.29. If you feel, Shiva, already it is at 5,000 rupees. We were at 3,000 rupees. Now, if I wanted to book this profit or like and close it closer to that, can you see what's happening now? It has gone to 7,500. Now, I will just keep it at 5,500 and set the auto trailing. What does this auto trailing does is, it automatically, if the market is moving, like in your M2M is moving higher, your profit will also keep moving it higher and higher. You don't need to do anything. You just sit, relax, and then let the market do and give you whatever the reward it can give you. So exactly, it is taking a perfect one. Did I not say that it is going to be a bullish one here? And what the market is doing now? Is it giving you a bullish candle? All day, they were totally silent. Once we started the session, they're just giving you a perfect bullish candle. Based on the data, we just went in, one trade. Already, we are almost getting close to 3%. Your trailing stop loss got triggered. Your trade should be done by this time. So 321 to 338, one trade, all done. How many of you like the trade now? Is it good? This is how I do my scalping. Guys, this is all live scalping, right? Okay. So understood. So what are the things? Now you would have seen it, right? Now you guys have seen the practical side of it. Now I'll show you how the theory aspect. As a scalper, you should be aware about the fund allocation. I know what is my fund allocation. What is the fund which we have set here? Close to 3 lakhs. And I'm going to be using that wisely. When to take my positions, when to average my positions, and so on. Next, you needed to understand the market dynamics and its volatility in the specific time frames. If you look at it, I was looking at this trending OI data on a 15-minute time frame. And if you look at the futures data, I was looking at on an hourly time frame. Why am I looking at hourly time frame? Hourly time frame gives me the trend. And then I look at the chart on a 3-minute time frame for me to do a quick scalp. Okay. So there are different nuances which we are trying to do it. And that is how the scalping has worked for me. Now, we have seen the 3-minute time frame. We are looking at intraday trend, which is totally getting bullish. Why I say bullish? First 2 hours long build up. Next 2 hours, they are into short covering. That means they are forcing the shorts to cover their position, which is again a sign of bullishness. And if you can see it, more the shorts are covering, the market is going and hitting the day high, which is a very, very good news. Now, on the trending OI, why am I looking at 15 minutes? You can look at 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Both are going to be giving you the same result because the numbers doesn't change. Okay. So I'll just show you instead of the graphical. Look at this. If you are looking at the 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes, the numbers doesn't going to change. Only thing is the percentage may vary based on the number of minutes available. But it is overall giving me the same clue what the market is looking for. Okay. What is the market looking for? They're reducing the OI, they're increasing the OI on one side. Guys, even now, this market is trying to show you that, Shiva, I'm going to be bullish. Why? If you look at 11 o'clock, when we started the session around, it is around 1 crore and 114, 136. Now, it has reduced by 10, 15 lakhs here. They have increased by 35 lakhs here, which is a clear sign. Sellers are saying, Shiva, I'm going to be unwinding my positions on the call side. I'm going to be adding more positions on the put side. The data is the key. Okay. And most importantly, write the data. Never try to go against the data. And even if one thing which we track is the Dow futures currently trading at close to 100 odd points. Okay. So all the data points, what has been shown to me, it is all giving me positive momentum. When all these positive momentums are coming in, what should I do? Just trust the data, go along with that. And the most important thing is order execution plays a vital role when it comes to scalping, and you needed to know how quickly you are able to place it. Yes, there are several broking platforms which have come in, but what OneClick has done is we wanted to give you a best experience in terms of how you will be able to enter and exit without worrying about quickly enter and exit. I don't think any other platform in India who has given you a stop loss and a target, and you can also place your target using an M2M. You can trail it, and you can also do an auto trailing. Guys, I can proudly say We are the only ones in the entire world at this juncture who have provided this feature. No one else in India or abroad will see this kind of an M2M target and a stop loss feature available. Okay, and the most important thing, how quickly it was easy to execute and enter. So if you wanted to see it once again, so people who wanted to see it, we will choose another strike. I will just choose 43,600. Just see this. I'm using an up arrow. Do you see this up arrow? You can either click this one or use the up arrow which is available. And I'm just using it 4 times, 5 times. Why? I'm buying 2 lots at a time. You can see how many lots here and then 2 lots at a time. You are automatically getting a stop loss target. Whichever comes first, it will hit it. But imagine, Shiva, I just wanted to close some of my positions here. We have given an option here. You have 400 quantity. You can choose 25%, 50%, 75 or 100. So we have given you a complete control, either used by like an M2M or either used by an LTP or by stop loss, or you if you wanted to feel, no, Shiva, like, and I wanted to set this stop loss also auto trail. Just click on this. A single click, it will automatically trail. Just see the price. Once it goes higher, it will automatically go higher. Once it goes lower, if it goes to this level, it will get triggered. From T, if you wanted to trail it to manual, you just click single click. Automatically, it will be a manual stop loss. Auto trailing, auto stop loss, and you can also set it here. So now, if it is coming lower, it is coming again near to the support level. What I will do is, I'll just add some more positions. 400 to 600. Our average earlier, it was around 258. Now I'm trying to average my position to 256. So all in all, we have used 50% of the funds which is available in this account. So overall, normally what I tend to do is I keep like close to a CR and then like can split it into 5 different accounts and then trade. So this is like in a test account which we are doing it for you guys, so that even a small player, how they can be able to enter and exit. That is something which many wanted to know. We are doing it. If you remember, we added 200 quantities later. If you feel, Shiva, like it is already at cost and I wanted to exit some part of my positions, what you can do, just go here, click this button, 150 quantities has been closed in single click. Now, if you feel you wanted to add, just use up arrow, or you can click this button, automatically 2 lots will be bought. Now, we will just wait it out. What I'm going to be doing is, I'm just going to be using this opportunity in case if this comes to these 2 levels, I'll try to enter. I'll just tell you a simple setup which I have. You see several indicators here, right? What are the indicators which I use? One is parabolic SAR, the black dots which you see. From morning, it has been on a buy signal. Next, the WMA, the blue line, which is the one which is taking the support for the past 2 times now. So this is your 20 WMA. Next, the green line which you see is the super trend. We are using the parameters 10 to, so that it gives you a good result on 3 and 5 minute time frame. And then the last one is your VWAP. VWAP is the most important indicator on the chart. It can also give you a good result. Now, we bought around 450. Our stop loss is around 229. Our buy price is around 256. If you feel, Shiva, like, and I just wanted to protect my capital now, what I can do? I'm going to be keeping it at 258. Now, do you think I'll be able to lose this trade? No. Now, your upper target is set. Your lower stop loss is also set. Well, let's see which is going to be hitting first. So you've set the target, you've set the stop loss. You will have a complete control whether you will lose the money or not, right? Every dip is a buy. It is clearly doing that. Is it going to be hitting our target? Let's see, 274, 275. From a capital of 3,000, when we started the session now, 3 lakhs, sorry, all the trades are live in front of you. We didn't do anything before that, right? So we are showing you all the trades, how I will do a scalping, quickly enter and exit. Since scalping is all about like in a 15 minutes or maximum 30 minutes, why are we holding this trade? It is going in our favor. If it is going against it, we are going to be placing a stop loss, get an exit, close the positions, move on. What is the chart is suggesting you? Is it going higher? It's a simple decoding which we done. Why we went on bullish setup? Clearly, like you have 3 lines of defense: first line, second line, and third line. Is our market is hitting our target almost? It went to 278. I believe it closed it. Yes. Can you see this? It went. Did it? 11:55:44. Yes. It hit our target, and then now it is trading at 269. Are we controlling the market, or like an who's the operator here? Someone is like pushing the market to hit our target and closing it. How many of you are enjoying this now? Is it working perfectly for you? Guys, have you ever seen any software which has given you this kind of a control wherein you'll be able to set your stop loss and your target? Guys, we have given you multiple options. Guys, one thing which I can proudly say, since the day we launched, this has given us tremendous results and the confidence to many traders who have started using it. Yes, since we are using it in the market, you might see some slippages and other things, but you can't control it. If you wanted it, you can use the limited LTP or limit order, which will help you to not have any kind of slippage issues. If you're playing in market, if you're trying to be a large volume player, I'll just show you one large volume activity as well. Imagine you're playing in the Nifty. Okay, so how many of you would feel 19,500 market will be 17,500? Let's see. Wherever the liquidity is available, we'll check that. Okay, this is at 1 rupee. This is at, okay, I'll just go to 20K if possible. I know we are going a little far ahead, right? Just to see whether we are able to do it or not. Okay, so we are looking at 20,000 CE and 16,500. Imagine you're a large player. Shiva, like, will I be able to play some large quantities? What we are trying to do, we are trying to buy 10,000 quantity at one go. You wanted to see it? How many of you wanted to see like large quantities bought and sold? Yes. Okay, let's try it. Just see it. I'm using the up arrow. Can you see how much quantity we bought? How much quantity we bought? And how many seconds it took me to buy 1 lakh quantity? What we do? You place 10,000 quantity or 20,000 quantity, we don't care. We dissect it for you and then place the orders for you. Can you see what's happening here? We bought it at 0.63. Now it is trading at with a 2,000 rupee profit. But when I'm trying to close it, we might face some slippage. Can you see? Either you can close all positions at one go, but I will use the sell call to sell it. Can you see what's the slippage here? See the order book. Everything is getting executed. And we'll close this position that won't go. Done. Will you ever be able to enter and exit 1 lakh quantity in such a small, short time frame in any application? Have you guys done this before? Tell me honestly. Guys, 1 lakh quantity, we didn't do 5,000 or 10,000. We entered and exited 1 lakh quantity. And how many seconds it took for us to enter? Can you see this? 11:58, 11 we are, sorry, 11:58, 9 we are in. 11:58, 12 and 13, 5 seconds we were able to buy entire quantity, and then took only 3 or 4 seconds, like, and since I was delaying it a bit just to avoid the slippages, we were able to get in and get out. But I'm ready to accept that 6,000 rupees as a slippage because we are playing with 1 lakh quantity and not in the money. So if you go and look at 20,000 call today, you would be seeing a large spike, right? That spike was created by us, none other than us. You want to see that as well? I'll just show you. Can you see this? This particular candle was created by us, close to 1,60,000 or whatever it is, right? So whatever the activity which we did, it is purely us. Okay. Now We'll go back. We can reduce the quantities here. So guys, it's up to you. You can choose whichever quantity and whichever strikes you wanted to play, how you wanted to play. Everything is under your control. Yes, OI Pulse is not a broker. The brokerage which you are going to be paying is based on the broker, whatever the plan which you are having it. Okay, so we are working with Dan to get you all a special brokerage plan so that it helps you all when you enter and exit multiple times. As in, when we get something interesting, we will keep you all posted. But as of now, okay, since like and there is a time constraint and other things, I will just go into this order execution. So this particular trading platform provides you the best opportunity. This PPT was created around 5 years back. At that time, we didn't had one click. I was using only mostly Nest. So what is the one thing which I've said? Use the best trading platform for you to get the trading outcome. Okay, what are the things as a scalper you needed to focus? Most important thing as a scalper you needed to focus is targets or the goals, which is very important. When I say the targets, you needed to know beginning of the day whether I wanted to earn this much or lose this much. When I get into this trade, I know I'm ready to lose some money on this particular trade because when I know the slippage is going to be there. But when I have already achieved my target, out of my profit, I can definitely take a risk. That is exactly your approach should be. Okay, so don't try to take a blind trades without even knowing what is going to be the risk, what is going to be the money that you can afford to lose. The most important element is, imagine if I'm trying to take a trade here, okay, on 43,500. So when I try to take a trade, I'm already placing a stop loss here, right? So you can see here, I'm just trying to place a 100 quantity here. Okay, so we bought around 100 quantity. When I place it already, I'm deciding that 25 point is my stop loss, 25 point is my target. But if you feel you are based on the chart, I can keep 50 points as stop loss and 50 points as target. It is up to you. Based on the levels, you decide what is that which you wanted to do it and then take a trade accordingly. I'm not going to control you or tell you this is what you should do. It's all about how you feel that is going to be affordable for you to lose or affordable to gain. You needed to play it like that. The most important element, if you're getting into the market without knowing anything of this, then you're just shooting in the dark and you will be playing in a casino because you're just going to be placing a bet in different tables and you do not know when which table is going to completely fool you around. Interpretation of data and be updated on every minute on the news and everything which is happening in the market. That is the most important skill set. Though I'm just explaining it to you, what are the things which I'm observing it? I'm observing it is taking a support at the WMA, and I'm observing futures market. It is purely long build up and short covering. Trending OI is extremely getting bullish. Why I say bullish? That OI on the call side is reducing, the OI on the put side is consistently increasing. It is almost giving me a 50%. And then the Dow futures is trading in the positive. With so many things which is playing in my mind, I'm following all this information for me to take a confident trade. Those are the things which I would expect it from all of you. Next, and once this is done, you should know as a scalper what you should do. Beginning of the session, I told you I was using several strategies and I was earning money in one, losing in another, right? As a scalper, then I started to understand from 2016, Shiva, rather than focusing on everything, try to concentrate on one, try to master it. You cannot master anything unless and until you give enough time and consistently following it with the discipline. So then I focused on Bank Nifty. Luckily for me, the Bank Nifty came into the weekly expiries, and then I started focusing more on the Bank Nifty. Then my favorite setup is the opening trade and follow the trend. When I say opening trade, I decode the data the previous day. I look at how the global markets have played out, how the US market closed last night, how the US futures is playing in the morning, how the Asian markets are playing, and how our markets close, how the data on the OI on the last evening, how the data is looking in the morning, what are the domestic cues and global cues in the morning. I decode everything by 8:30, 8:45, keep my trading terminal ready. And once 9 to 9:07, whatever the pre-market open happens, based on my expectations, based on the levels at which I wanted to enter, if it is opening there at 9:15, I go and take a blind trade at the 9:15. Why? I trust the data based on what's happening here. And then I don't even look at the candle. I enter and exit. That is the opening trade setup. 80% of the time it has given me the reward, 20% of the time even I have failed. Only thing which has saved me is, even though if it is failing, I will be ready to exit the position if it is not going in my favor. That's the most important attribute if you're taking a morning trade. If the trade is not going in your favor in the next 3 minutes or 5 minutes, exit it. Exit it. That's the most important element. Sometimes I tend to average it or hold it for a longer time frame. Then I always ended up in a big loss. Never ever do that. When the trade, especially in the morning trade, goes against you, quickly exit your positions. That's another important parameter. Next, if you can be good at one setup, all you would require is the same one. Just fine tune it over a period of time, and it will automatically improve the confidence. Many people ask me, Shiva, like, and how come you're being able to say consistently, and like, in whether it is a profit or loss, whether you're able to do the same process again and again? When you know out of 100 times you are able to win 80 times, 20 times is where you're going to be losing it, right? That 20 times, if you know this is what you're going to be losing, automatically you will gain confidence for the remaining 80 times. Now, many a times when I take positions, people tend to like, Shiva, like, and you are holding a position, now it is giving me like in a heartbeat. Whenever you see someone's position is giving you like what say a pain or like an rumble in the stomach, then that means you are still not there yet. Don't try paper trading. Try with actual trading with one or two lots. That should let you know how your emotions are playing in the market. Don't try paper. Instead, do it actually, even if it is a small one lot. Try it with the actual money. That is what will set you up for a long run. Okay, so paper trading, it is not going to be, because many times you will say, Shiva, paper trading, I was able to be successful. But when it comes to actual trading, I lost money. Why? Because in paper trading, you are just putting in the numbers and you can say like, and this is the level at which I've entered and exited and so on. But when it comes to actual trading, you needed to put your execution. Sometimes what we tend to do, when the market comes near to the support territory, you wouldn't enter. But I would go blindly enter here. And I would blindly enter here. I would blindly enter here. These are the areas wherein I will enter. What you will do, since it is falling, you will wait for another two candles to know whether this market is going to be falling or it is going to be holding up. That is where most traders tend to lose. Most importantly, you needed to ready to execute it. Now, if I wanted to protect my profit at 12,100, okay, so when and as and when it comes to this level, it will close it. Let's see whether another 50 more rupees, can it get closed? It closed. Done. It closed at 12,128. So moving on. So why most traders fail in the scalping or intraday? The most traders fail because they fail to take a quick decision which is required, and most importantly, a lot of discipline. I'm not going to say it will come one day or 2 day. Just because someone has attended Shiva session from next day, you can become Shiva. Each of you will have your own unique attributes, and you needed to find out what is the style that suits you, and you needed to bring it out. Okay, so many traders initially lack the ability to maintain the decision, or like when there is a bad trade, you tend to take a revenge trade or an impulsive trade. Those things tend to happen. But over a period of time, more the time you give it to the market, market will definitely enhance you or sharpen your skills. So what are the key things which you require? The skill, the discipline, and the execution. Combining with all of this, you needed to have a quick trading, like in a quick decisions to take decisions, to take a trade when the things are going in your favor. Okay, so these are the important things which I would say. The remaining ones, you can go through the PPT once it is being shared. I don't want to take much of your time on that. But at this juncture, what did I say beginning of the session? What is the trend which I said? Trend is bullish. And what are the parameters which I said? So all the parameters are working out slowly and steadily for you. Now, in case if the market is falling, if it is coming near to the VWAP or near to the super trend, I would look for one round of a support trade, provided it's not falling with volume. If it is more than 50K volume when it falls here and then another 50K volume or below the VWAP, then I will try to go on the put side. Okay, so that is the important thing. So what is the stop loss for the support trade? Imagine you're trying to take a support trade here at 43,750. If you're looking for 20 or 25 points on the upside, I'll use the same 25 points on the downside as well. If you're like in a newbie, use this, which is available in our like in the trading view tool or in the OI pulse. Use this if you're taking a trade, a support trade here. You want 25 points, you know where to keep your stop loss and where to place your target. So this is your entry level, this is your exit, and this is your stop loss. That's it, done. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't complicate the trading processes. That's the most important element. Okay. So guys, I think many wanted to try one click. How many of you wanted? How many of you have already been using one click with done? Okay, great. Many. That's good to see. How many of you feel one click can help you in the trading? Okay, guys, what you can do is, we have made it very simple for the done users. All you needed to do is subscribe to one of the plans. Just go into one click, click on the, once you register in oipulse.com, go into one click page, click on the top. You will have the one click plans. Either you can go for the trial or like in a monthly or 6 month or an annual. Okay, so you can subscribe to it. As a today's offer, since all the participants are here, we will give you a special code, which is nothing but June 18. You'll be able to get 30% discount on the annual plan. Just click on subscribe. Just apply this June 18. I'll just try to get this code activated for all of you. Okay, so use that code for you to get a 30% discount. Just give me a minute. So that you will be able to enjoy with done. I will also show you how to connect the done platform and then apply it. Okay, now see here. So you got an instant discount of 3 and you should be able to enjoy the benefits. So once this is done, you can just go into the broker list, add a broker. You can add like an up to 5 brokers or 5 done accounts. Select done. You just enter your client ID and then you can tag your name like in a done, my name or my family name or whatever it is. You can tag it and then add a broker. Beginning of the day, whenever you wanted to take a trade, beginning of the day, just you needed to generate the token once after 8 a.m. And from there, you just click on the play button and open your one-click trade window. So once you click on the one-click trade window, you will see all these options. If you wanted to use your arrow keys, which is there in your keyboard to activate it, click on one click. It'll automatically, you will be able to buy and sell using the arrow keys, which is there in your keyboard. Or if you feel I'm good at like in using the mouse, you can use the mouse to buy and sell. Beginning of the day, you can set your target before even you enter into a trade. So I wanted to keep a 50 point as stop loss and 50 point as target. Now you can just click like an up arrow. You can see here 25 was the bought quantity. It sets my stop loss. It sets my target based on the price at which I bought it. So I bought it at 348. So it sets the target automatically. Now, if you wanted to close your position, click all close positions or cancel all orders if you're placing some limit orders and other things. If you're placing orders post-market and other things, please ensure that you cancel all orders. Otherwise, it will consider it as AMO orders and it will trigger beginning of the day next day. Okay, now I've closed these positions or I can close it here. Can you see the button here? Close full positions, or you can use this button to close either 25%, 50%, 75%. Since we have only one lot, exit 100%. So any of the options can be used automatically. Your stop loss and everything will be getting wiped out. Guys, one thing to remember in stop loss, all these stop losses are done locally. It is not placed in the broker terminal nor in the exchanges. So if you are refreshing the page or if your internet is down, your stop losses will be gone. Why? Because most times many people say, Shiva, like whenever I place a stop loss, it is coming and triggering my level and then it is moving up. So that's the reason what we have done is the stop losses have been kept locally so that no one knows except the stop loss except you. Okay, even we do not know what is the level at which you would have placed your stop loss, because the stop losses are placed locally. This is again another feature which is very, very important for all of you to know. And most the reason why I wanted to show you large quantity buy and sell is, yes, when you're doing a market order, the slippages will be huge. Please, please, please do not try if you do not know the risk that is involved when you're buying and selling large quantities. If you are a scalper or an intraday player, use small one. And the most important thing, click on this show option list. Here, if you wanted to see the Greeks or the OI data, we have given you all the options. Show the premiums. It will show you the straddle premium, the combined premium, how much is the premium left. And if you wanted to place an order here, okay, I wanted to place an order here. How many lots you wanted to place it, whether limit or market. I'm just adding it to the basket, close it here. If you go to the basket order, it will be added here. You can choose whether you wanted to add 2 lots, 3 lots, or 4 lots. Place all orders. Okay, I'm just placing it. Automatically, it would have placed it here. If you go back, you can again place it and then clear the orders. Or if you feel, place orders in the tranches. I wanted to send all these 4 lots, each one at a time. If you are having a large quantity, then try this. So what it will do? Can you see this? It has sent all in one successful tranche because it is a small order and it don't want it to like in face a large slippage. It will do this. Okay. So now it has gone there. It is in the limit, like in a market order, which we have triggered it. And if you wanted to close your positions, trigger it. Or if you feel I wanted to keep my stop losses closer, you can just move it around manually. Just click off a button. It'll automatically move your stop losses. Guys, anytime you wanted to reduce or increase your stop loss, we have given an option. You wanted to increase your target, manually do it. You can. Or you wanted to set it automatically, it'll automatically move. Just see if it moves higher, it'll automatically move higher. Because when we placed it, the price was around 141. When it crosses 142, 143, this one will automatically move. Every 1 rupee move, it'll also move 1 rupee. But on the way down, it will not do it because it has already started trailing it. But if you wanted to add some positions, you can just add it. This is Bank Nifty 43,800, right? I'll just go to 43,800. Since it is like an OTM strike, we just bought it for an, what to say, just to show you. I'm just buying it. And if you feel, no, Shiva, I think we bought it wrong and it is not working in my favor and I wanted to quickly exit it, just close this button or close all positions. It will automatically close it. Okay, that is how we will do the trade. Can you see this? All the stop losses, everything is done. The positions got closed. We got a loss of close to 387 on that particular trade. So that's it. You can, once you're done, if you wanted multiple accounts, you can move from one to another, keep on doing it. At this juncture, you'll be able to take trades only one account at a time. And if you go for an annual plan, you will be able to add up to 5 accounts, either done or from others as well. Okay, so with this, I think we have come to almost closer to today's session. Guys, I know there are plenty of queries. I'll try to address as many as possible, and then we can. So how about the 11th mentorship? Guys, that has been a big question mark, $1 million question. So many people wanted to know, when is my 11th mentoring program? Already we have completed 10 mentoring sessions in the last 4 years. The 11th one, I'm just trying to find some time, guys. Since we have so many things happening, I couldn't plan it, but I will definitely plan one session this year. That is an assurance from mine. Okay, charges for done? No charges. Why not done? Provide one click and OI Pulse for free for all done users. Guys, it has to be cost effective for everyone. So do not ask for it. So one click promo code. I'll just open it. It is June 18. I'll just enter it and send it to everyone. June 18. Okay, so any training session from you guys? This is a training session. I know it is a small one, but I hope it would have helped you, like, and to look at how the large traders will be looking at. Do you use order book for scalping? I don't use that. Is there a OFA in OA Pulse? Sorry, like, in what is that? I didn't understand that. Please say what is the happening big head when sometimes market don't follow OI. Guys, after, like, and normally after 3 o'clock we don't use OI at all. Only we use the OI data between 9:45 to 2:30 to 2:40. Anything after that, no. And API charges for that? No, it is free of cost, so don't worry about that. When can we see the Sensex options in one click? Guys, we are working on it with the BSC. We will soon get that. Done offers unlimited brokerage plan. We are working on it. We will definitely let you know as and when if it is going to be available. Order flow analysis, it's not available in one click at this juncture. Can we remap existing done accounts? Yes, any account from done can be added to this. Can we use premium feature of trading view with done? Yes, you can use it.
Yeah, I mean,
Recording,
uh,
probably Naman can answer it. Sorry, Naman, you can take it over from here. In case if you have any queries, I'll be happy to answer that as well.
sure, sure. So basically, the question, first of all, like this was a very good, like a crash course on the scalping, and we learned a lot of things. I'm sure the audience too has learned, and it was very insightful. And I can see there are a lot of comments, queries, doubts about it. So let me answer the trading view part of the Dhan. So basically, we have a three products we offer at Dhan with trading view, and we are deeply integrated. First is we have a tradingview.dhan.co, tv.dhan.co, a product that is completely in-house built. We control and own it, but the front-end libraries are of the trading view. So yes, you will get few of the premium features of tradingview.com on tv.dhan.co also, like you can have an unlimited number of indicators, multiple screen layouts, everything you will get. But there will be certain few exclusive features that are not shared by the TradingView, and it is available on tradingview.com. But on tradingview.com, Dhan is available as a broker in the trading panel, and you can connect your Dhan's trading account and tradingview.com. Okay. And third, we also have a TradingView webhooks where you can connect your Dhan account through your PineScript code, PineScript strategies using TradingView's alert. So that was about Dhan's TradingView offering. But Shiva, there was like one basic question was asked by Rajesh T. He was asking to start a scalping, how much minimum capital is required? Can you like
Okay. So normally to start scalping, like, in we suggest like in 50K, because we are going to be trying with 1 or 2 lots. Normally, I don't suggest to deploy more than 20 to 25% in any single given trade. So with that in mind, any user who wanted to try scalping should start with 10 or 15K, more than sufficient, and do it for a period of 3 to 6 months. See how consistent you are. Okay, if you are in a period of 5 months, if you are able to make 1% return consistently, you would have doubled your capital. Then you take the capital out, use only the profit to scale it up from there.
okay, okay, okay.
Yes, Amu is my student, and there are like in plenty of mentees who have been doing good. So, guys, like, I definitely wish to see all of you like in scaling up in trading career, and glad to see Dun and other booking platforms are coming, getting some of the best minds in the industry to talk about different topics, which can help you all to know how these guys have been doing it. Guys, one thing which is an advantage to you is you are gaining the experience of some fellow experienced traders. It will reduce your learning curve. Make use of that. That's the most important element. And Naman, I think now you should be able to just enable my other login as well, so that I can just say a bye to everyone, so that we can.
Just give me a minute. Yeah,
It should be in the name of SJ1.
I can see. Shiva, I have made you the host, so you can search from the
Oh,
attendees
okay.
and
One sec. Let me just try to do that.
okay. There was one question: can a user connect their account both on OIPulse and at some other platform also? Yes, you can
Yes.
connect your trading account at as many places as you want. There is no API charges. Okay. Uh,
Okay. I
so
hope you guys
Shiva,
are able to see me now.
one question for
Much
you.
better.
Yeah, yeah, we can see you. Shiva, there was one more very interesting question
Mhm.
for you. It was like how to use that predefined stop loss on target setting thing. Like how to identify this should be my stop loss and target for while doing scalping.
No, like, when we are doing the scalping, we automatically, we normally, what to say, get an idea. Say, for example, if you look at today's market, we normally try to take a trade at the support and the resistance. Okay, so let me just quickly show you the chart. Imagine this is the trade which is coming in. If I'm going to be looking to take a trade here, 43,769, okay, I'm keeping a 25 point. I'll normally go in the strikes which is having a delta of more than 0.7 or zero point 0.8. So every 1 rupee move, you'll get like in 75 to 80 paise. So if I'm keeping like in a 20 or 30 point, then this will be the level. Then I will automatically start to do that. Say, for example, I'll just show you this. Guys, scalping is all about like and how quickly you're able to. That's the reason I always insist people going on the quality which is in the money and at the money, where the delta will be 0.7 or zero point 0.8. If you look at the delta here, I'll just show you the delta as well. So this is 43,500. Okay, so you can see a delta of 0.85, which is very good. That means for every 1 rupee move, you'll get 85 paise. So imagine if I'm losing also, I'm ready to lose that. And just entering as we are talking. So entered around 250 quantities. A quick scalp. If I found it that this is the level at which I wanted to enter, I'll just go look at the chart. If it is coming near to the support territory, this is the area I will enter. Quickly scalp for 10, 15 points. Once it is moving in my favor, I book my profit, get out of the trade. So that's the ideal way to do it, quickly do it. So
Okay.
I normally look at the chart from one screen and then like and I take trades in the other one. So I have a multiple setup here, which helps the traders like kind of scalpers, wherein you needed to know what's happening on the chart as well. You cannot be keep trading and then without knowing what's happening on the markets. So keep a close eye on both and then take a trade, close your
Okay.
positions, move on to the next one. That's the best way to do it.
There's one more interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
So he has asked, he like while doing this scalping and
Mm-hmm.
the position sizing is too very much important.
True.
And when the trade goes in your favor,
Mm-hmm.
there is going to be a greed. How to control that greed?
Okay, so before even you enter into the trade, if you know this is what the capital you're going to be deploying, whether it is 20 or 30 or what, I never recommend beyond 30% because if the trade goes against you, you needed some capital to come back into the trade. In a day, we try to take 3 trades if our stop loss is continuously getting hit. So first
Hmm.
trade getting hit, the second trade getting hit, then you will still needed some capital to get in. So every
Okay.
trade we normally try to risk 1 to 2% of our capital. Mostly,
Hmm.
I'm a naked option buyer. I never do
Hmm.
selling, and moreover, like in a complete option buyer. When you are into that kind of a mindset and plan, you needed to be ready to execute it, and most importantly, brutally, you have to exit it when the trade is going against you. That's the most important element. And as a trader, as a scalper, do not try to love your positions. Okay, so you can love your wife, love your kids, but never love your positions. That's the most important mantra which I keep sharing it.
Okay. Okay. So like how to like if I have bought a 50 lots
Mm-hmm.
and what if I do the partial exits of my trade?
Mm-hmm.
So that way, like I can have the balance of I can balance my greed also, and I can like
Look at
maximize
this. Exactly. So now I bought around 900 quantities just for sake now.
Hmm.
Okay. So we are already at, you can clearly see it is like in completely done. Okay. 3 lakh, we bought it. Now, if I know, okay, Shiva, like this is the maximum I can buy and this is what I can lose. What I can immediately do is I can cut down my positions. Like if you feel it has been going in my favor, I wanted to cut down at least 50% of my quantity, 75% of my quantity. We cut down
Okay.
50%. Quickly,
Okay.
450 is done. So you needed to control it. What is the level at which you wanted to exit it? And then you wanted to trail only the remaining amount. You can do that. It's up to the respective individual. But as a scalper, you should be ready to afford to take that risk. Okay. So if you feel that again it is coming to your buy zone, I'll quickly enter again. We
Okay.
bought it. And if it is at 9,000 or whatever it is, I quickly trail it, or this is the maximum I wanted to lose it. I'll just keep 5,500. If it goes also, I don't care because I know out of my target, I'm ready to lose my profit. Okay, so if it comes to 5,500, it will close my positions. That
Okay.
mindset is important when you're getting into the trade. If you're not able to accept it, that is when most traders tend to lose. When you know that this is what you are planning for, this is how I wanted to exit, nothing is going to be happening. That's
Sure.
another important element.
Yeah. So I think like we have spent more than an hour right now, and like this was a very wonderful session. We have got to learn a lot of things. I think same with the people joining us with the on the Zoom as well as on the YouTube. This webinar was live on the YouTube, and the recording will be available on the YouTube on the Dhan's official's YouTube channel, that is Dhan HQ. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. If you have any closing remarks for our audience, it will be nice.
Guys, thank you so much, and thanks to Dun team. I think we have been planning the session for a while now, and finally we have made it. But guys, I know there are few people who have been asking me when is going to be the next mentoring program, and I think usually we have a mentoring program which is for 20 days. We share different strategies and setup. I'll definitely keep you all informed. You can follow me on my Twitter handle. It is available here. So anyone who is wanting to reach out to us, please do reach out to me on my Twitter handle or our Telegram channel. And you can also send an email, support@oipulse.com, in case if you wanted to know more about done offers on the One Click or on the OI Pulse. We will be happy to share that with all of you. And I hope today's session would have given you a little bit of an insight. What we can do in the future is, Naman, like, and rather than like in planning for 1 hour session or 2 hour session, we'll do a 1 day session wherein the users will get to know how I plan my trades from morning till evening, and how I, like, in the mood varies, how the situation varies through the day, how I decode the data the whole day, so that they will be able to understand how we use One Click effectively and so on. Guys,
Okay.
before we sign off, I think I know, like, and you guys have been waiting for so long. We'll take a small feedback in a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 being high. How will you rate today's session, guys? So, which will help us to think about future sessions as well in the future. Okay, great. Thank you all so much. Love you, and love the team as well. Hope all of you had a great session. Naman will be sharing the feedback with all of you, and
Sure.
then the PDFs with all of you guys. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. It was nice having with you. Okay. Bye.